We are told countless stories of people bringing their rare coins to a pawn shop and getting completely ripped off. That's just the reality. You have to understand that pawn shops are not always specific knowledge holders of coins and paper money. If you want to get the most money for your coins, then watch this video because going to a pawn shop may not be the right answer. We had a subscriber on the channel just recently reach out to us and say, hey, I have this $500 bill. And yes, those are real US banknotes. And the person took it to a local pawn shop and they offered the person just $700. Now, to be fully transparent, that bill that she was trying to sell was worth at least $2,000. You have to understand that these places are businesses and they're trying to make money. Now, whether they're moral or not is another thing. I'm sure there's plenty of pawn shops that are moral, but this specific one was definitely not. Or they just simply didn't know. They said, hey, this is worth at least $800-900, so they offered her $700. Take this coin, for example, that sold for $41,975. What you have to be careful of is someone seeing a coin like this come into a pawn shop and saying, hey, I'm not sure what my coin is worth. Would you be able to help me out? And they're like, sure, we'll help you out. And they offer you maybe just a few $1,000s, and that sounds great to you. When in reality, they go ahead and sell it for $41,975. That's the reality you got to be careful of. This coin was accidentally double struck with 2 reverse dies. That's why it's so rare and valuable. Now, after people watch this video, they may think, oh, I'll just shave 2 coins in half and glue them together. We highly recommend against that because you'd be defacing US federal currency, and that is against the law. Not only that, but you'd be committing fraud by trying to rip someone off like this. Lastly, a company like NGC, which this coin is graded by, would never let something like that slip under their radar, and if they did, they have a money-back guarantee. That's why buying and selling coins through a third-party authentication company like NGC and PCGS is so critical. Now, you don't buy it through them, but you get it certified by them, and then you go ahead and sell it on an auction platform like Heritage or on eBay by yourself. Selling your coins on eBay will get you more money, but there's also a lot more work involved. Sometimes just getting the coin graded or giving it to Heritage and having them deal with it is the way to go. But again, $41,975 for this Washington quarter, $28,200 for this bicentennial quarter coin that was overstruck on a $1 bicentennial coin from 1976. So pretty much what people think is that they can just get 2 coins and strike them together with a hammer to try to replicate this error to make it really cool and sell for a lot of money. Unfortunately, for those scammers out there, that's not the case. Errors like this need to get certified by companies like NGC or PCGS before they're sold. That gives the buyer the security knowing that they can pay a lot of money and understand with this safety knowing that the coin is indeed a genuine error. This is such a highly sought after coin and a true rarity. That's why it sold for $28,200. This coin sold for $207,000, and here's why. So this coin was graded by PCGS at a very fine 35. Now that's on the lower spectrum of the grading scale. That means this coin went out into pocket change. It was handled by multiple people, if not hundreds, before someone noticed that something was actually wrong with this coin. What's wrong, you may ask? Well, first of all, this coin was minted at the San Francisco Mint, and you can tell because there's an S mint mark below the date. The biggest reason why the coin sold for $207,000 is because it was accidentally struck on a bronze planchette. If you have a 1943 coin, it should be struck on a zinc-coated steel planchette because they needed bronze for ammunition back in the day, so they transitioned into this coin. There were a small handful of coins that accidentally got struck on a bronze planchette like this one. Now, if the grade was higher, there are going to be some examples that sell for a lot more money than $207,000, but that is still a ton of money for a coin, especially a 1 little penny coin. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you learned something, share it with a friend and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.